Assalamu alaikum, San. How are you? जी San, kindly unmute yourself and बोलें थोड़ा सा. We could know if it is working properly or not. We are seeing you properly. Kindly.
You can hear me now?
Yes, I could hear you properly. Yes, I could.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Abdullah. Is he there in the
Yes,
participants list?
he just joined. He's in process of joining. I think he'll be joining very soon. I'm seeing his name, and we could wait probably for another 3 minutes for that maximum
Yeah,
participant could join in. Uh, so I just have sort of yes. Hello, Abdullah. Abdullah, could you hear us, please?
I think Abdullah needs to unmute your microphone, please.
I think he can't hear us as well. Abdullah, uh, Abdullah, I think Abdullah need to rejoin. If you could see Abdullah's, only video option is there. His mic option is closed. Abdullah, could you please rejoin? I think I'll type it in chat. I'll chat. Or if you could text him, Sam.
Okay.
I think he's rejoining.
Yeah, he will rejoin. I have asked him. In the meanwhile, I can introduce
I
myself.
think I think we could wait for another couple of minutes. We are having 13 participants, and I think it was just about 9:01 Abhi, so we are just 1 minute past the meeting starting time. So we could wait for another couple of minutes, and then we could start. Then I'll
Okay,
yeah.
for,
Abdullah isn't
for sure.
rejoined.
In the meanwhile, Sir Naveed, could you make us the co-host? Because probably we will need to share our screen, then that will help.
I think I'll make you host because making co-host isn't the option over here. I'll make you host. So I have changed the host. So now you are the host,
Thank
Sam.
you.
Yeah. I
Yes.
think we are having
Yeah, I
16, but we could
confirm I
wait
am
for
the
another
host
couple
now.
of minutes so that uh, students will be, interested in knowing about you as well. So I think we could wait another couple of minutes.
Abdullah is here again, but with the same problem. There is no microphone activated from his side.
He may have sort of plugged in microphone in wrong sort of slot. That might be the case. Or he could unplug microphone and he could directly use his computers or laptops microphone. Uh,
Maybe I will ask him to join from another computer.
he could unplug or he could sort of insert the slot microphone proper slot. That might be the issue. We have 21 participants. Another couple of minutes, like 9:03 है तो हम 9:05 पे start कर देंगे इंशाल्लाह.
Inshallah, no issues.
Abdullah bhai
Okay,
say
sir.
Abdullah is now he's having
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Walaikum
salam.
salam. Abdullah, now we can hear you.
How are you,
Okay,
Abdullah?
that's perfect. I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm fine as well, Alhamdulillah. So nice to see you both after sort of an year or so.
No,
So
no, I think it's more than that.
Yeah, in case of Susan, we met at homecoming last year, but in our case, it's something like way like 2 or 3 years back, right? Something like that.
Approximately, yes, I think so. Yeah.
So let me
uh,
sort of start this session, and I'm really happy and thankful uh, to Mr. Hussain Kamran and Mr. Mohammad Abdullah for sparing time and sort of aligning their schedule in order to co-host and deliver a joint session on DAAD scholarship. And Mr. Hussain and Mohammad Abdullah, they are IESC alumni from NAST, and they are environmental engineers. And uh, I really had some good sort of time back in IESC with these guys, and they are quite sort of having some really good technical expertise. And I requested them to share their journey with my students who are environmentalists, and with the IESC current students and recent alumni who want to sort of pursue DAAD or some other. So over to you, Mr. Hassan. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Naveed. My name is Hussain Kamran, and Mr. Naveed has already given a brief introduction. I am a graduate of IESC. I have done my bachelor's back in 2014, and after that, I have spent 6 months in China for the training. And after that training, I came back to Pakistan and I joined Saiwal coal-fired power plant, and I spent 4.5 years there as a environmental manager. I started there as a trainee engineer. Then I spent some time in the lab, and then they promoted me to the environmental manager. And now I'm on leave for 2 years for my further studies, and I'm doing my MSc environmental engineering and hydrogeology on DART scholarship. And today we will talk about DART scholarship. But before that, I would like to request Mr. Abdullah briefly introduce himself, please.
okay. Good evening and assalamu alaikum, everyone. Um, First of all, I would like to thank Naveed Bhai for having me here on this webinar. Indeed an honor for me. Let me formally start by introducing myself. My name is Mohammad Abdullah, and I graduated environmental engineering from NUST in 2014. Naveed Bhai at that time was my senior. He's more like an elder brother to me. Uh, After graduating from NUST, I did certification in health and safety. I got a couple of job opportunities in such as environmental consultant in UAE. Then I also worked in the field of solid waste management. Then in 2018, I got this DAAD scholarship for the Masters in Land Management in Technical University of Munich. So I moved to Germany, and I have just finished my master's from TUM, Technical University of Munich. And yeah, that's it.
Yes, for now, first of all, we would like to talk about the DAAD scholarship, what it is, what is the eligibility criteria, and what are the sort of funding available, and what is the most easy fundings for the Pakistani to get for the DAAD. First, I would like to talk about the eligibility criteria. For the DAAD scholarship for master, you must have 2 years of experience, and you must have some good grades. Although all the grade doesn't matter, the subject you are going to pursue, for example, you're going to pursue wastewater, or you are going to pursue environmental engineering, then your score in the introduction of environmental engineering or introduction of wastewater should be good. Because, and talking about the experience, always keep in mind that your experience should be in line with your master's. It should be not like that you are having your experience in wastewater, but now you want to study geology in the master's and you want a scholarship for that. Then it will be difficult because you cannot justify that in your motivation letter. It can become very difficult. Maybe you can justify it, but it can become difficult. And by maybe you are justifying it, but the admission committee is not taking it that way, and your justification is not solid enough for them to grant you a scholarship. So first, first you need to have a 2 years of experience, then you need to have good grades in your bachelor's, then you need to have some English skills. That English skills can be IELTS or cannot be IELTS. There is, for the DAD scholarship, IELTS is not like, you don't need IELTS all for all the programs. There are some programs from which you can just take a admission by giving them a proof of English language letter by your host university that your English is sufficient and you can get admission in the master's program. And talking about the eligibility criteria, there is one thing that I should talk about, that your previous degree should not be older than 6 years. 2 years of experience and your previous degree should not be older than 6 years. These are two strong conditions by the DAAD for the masters. And I would like to give the mic to Abdullah, as he was guiding me for that scholarship as well. He can guide you better about the scholarship opportunities on the DAAD, as he guided me 2 years ago for this scholarship, and now I'm here, so he can guide better about that. Please, Abdullah.
Thank you, Sam. Actually, I would like to divide this webinar into two phases. First, the study in Germany with scholarship, and then it's study in Germany without scholarship. Most of the courses, around 80% of the courses, they are free in Germany. Free, from free I mean like the tuition fees is free. But the question is that if the tuition is free, then what the scholarship is for? Scholarship basically includes the stipend, the go and back ticket from your city to Germany, your room, apartment, like in short, everything. Everything is sponsored. So procedure is more or less same to apply for both things. So let's talk about first for applying for studies in Germany without the scholarship. Let me just briefly go through it. It's the website DAAD.de. Sorry, I used to speak German here, so I just said AAD. So anyways, it's DAAD.de. You have to put some filters on that. For example, for the course language, you just said that English, because there are some courses which are also offered in German, so you can just put English. And the filters, obviously master studies or PhD, whatever you want to pursue, category of the course, if you want to do in the solid waste management, or you want to do in the wastewater
Uh,
or air and whatever. And then tuition fee, sorry.
uh, Sorry, Abdullah.
Yeah, and then the tuition fees.
Uh, if you want to share screen, you could share your screen as well, or it's completely fine. If it would be easy for you to share your screen like a web browser or something, if you want to show
uh,
it, or it's completely up to you. If it's easy for you to just narrate it, so
there are actually some links. Mhm. Okay, I think there are some links which I will share at the end.
okay, fine, thank you.
Maybe Abdullah, you can return me the host, then I can share the website from my computer.
Okay, okay. Okay, and after setting the just the filters, you can just browse through the course content. Here, one thing I would like to mention that because I was the victim of it, is university ranking versus the course content. In my opinion, personally, I would say that university ranking doesn't matter here in Germany much. Doesn't matter whether you are a graduate from a, it literally doesn't matter whether, it doesn't matter whether you are a graduate from the small university of Germany, or the best university of Germany. If you apply for the jobs, it only matters that do you know what you have studied or not. For example, I really regret one decision that I got one of a really good course in University of Berlin, but I didn't know these things at that time, and I preferred this course in TUM because TUM is the best university of Germany. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, and most of the people who talk to me, they ask me that GPA matters in this or not. GPA matters, but it's not that much, to be honest. I mean, I personally was an average student, but you can always compensate this GPA thing with the interview and your motivation letter, which matters a lot. So yeah, I would say the people who have GPA around 3, they are still in the game. They should apply for it. And then regarding IELTS, I would like to say that there are IELTS is just a cut-off criteria. I think the minimum requirement is 6.5, but yeah, you must score 7 just to be on the safe side. Some universities, they also just ask you that you can give the English proficiency letter, which you can get from your university. That also suffice for some of the universities, but some very few universities also say you that no, we just need the IELTS, so you have to give the IELTS. So there are some of the problems associated with studying in Germany without scholarship is that yeah, you don't have to pay the tuition fees, but you have to show them money that you can bear your own expenses, and roughly the cost is about around 11,000 euros, which is more or less around 19 or 20 lakhs Pakistani rupees. Apart from that, there are some of the problems associated with the embassy regarding getting visa. There is a lot of law on the embassies that you have to apply for an appointment 1.5 year before uh, before coming to Germany. Like for example, even if you get the admission in the next intake, you cannot join in Germany because you won't get the visa. Uh, while now coming to the scholarship section, the procedure is exactly the same, that you have to just filter out the courses on that website, then you just see the course content and apply for it. Just you have to attach a separate DAAD scholarship form with that. Apart from that, there is not much difference. The requirements each and everything, they are same. uh, Apart from that, the thing, the advantage in this scholarship is that you don't need an appointment. For that's an honor for the DAAD scholars. That sorry, I would. I think let me see the participants because I'm speaking thoroughly in English. I'm sure there are no foreigners here, so I can also switch into Urdu just to make better understanding for you guys. uh, DAAD में ऐसा होता है कि these guys give you really good money, बहुत ज़्यादा sufficient funds होते हैं. आपके even you can get saving from it. किसी भी तरीके से वो पैसे कम नहीं होते. मेरी personal opinion के मुताबिक आई थिंक मैं किसी को वो नहीं कह रहा कि जी बेहतर है ये, लेकिन मैंने जितने भी स्कॉलरशिप देखे हैं मुझे डार्ट उनमें सबसे बेहतर इस सेंस में लगता है कि एक तो वो आपका किसी किस्म का बॉन्ड नहीं साइन होता. For example, if you after completing your studies, if you want to stay here in Germany, yes, you can find a job and you can stay here. You don't have to go back. Or agar, for example, if you want to call your wife, you get the separate money for them. If you have children, you get the separate money for them. अगर आपको यहाँ पर कोई मतलब issues हैं regarding accommodation, so they give you subsidy, means they give you really good money and you don't have to sign a bond with them. uh, there are some short term scholarships as well, लेकिन mainly दो scholarship हैं जो full time हैं, और एक है EPOS scholarship which are for the developed countries, जिसके ऊपर मैं और हुसैन आए हैं, और एक और है scholarship which is Helmut Schmidt scholarship. इसमें हेलमेट श्मिट जो मैंने सेकंड वन का हेलमेट श्मिट स्कॉलरशिप इज मोर फोकस्ड ऑन पॉलिटिक्स एंड मैनेजमेंट, लेकिन बीइंग आई होप मोर इस ग्रुप में जो ज्यादातर लोग हैं दे आर एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट, तो हमारे लिए जो है अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है वो है EPOS स्कॉलरशिप. वो डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज के लिए होता है. पाकिस्तान अनफॉर्चुनेटली यस अंडर डेवलप्ड कंट्री, तो हम उसमें फॉल करते हैं उसको अप्लाई करने के लिए. और उसमें more than 80%, luckily more than 80% of the courses which they offer are related to the environment. कुछ solid waste के हैं, most of the courses are related to water, कुछ urban planning के हैं, sustainable land use के, agriculture के हैं. So yes, in this particular thing you are lucky being an environmentalist, you have a lot of opportunities. अच्छा, एक चीज जो DAAD scholarship की है कि you can apply for the specific courses. They give a list each year and आपने उसमें से कोर्सेज चूज करने होते हैं एंड एज आई सेड कि उसमें 80% तो कोर्सेज एनवायरनमेंट के होते हैं, तो यस यू गाइस आर इन लक. देन इसमें हाँ, एक 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 डार्ट स्कॉलर एवरी ईयर अगर आप एक अप्लाई करते हैं तो एक डार्ट स्कॉलरशिप फॉर्म के ऊपर आप 3 प्रोग्राम्स अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, नॉट मोर देन 3. मैंने फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने जब अप्लाई किए थे तो मैंने 3 की ऑप्शन, तीनों की ऑप्शन दी थी. हुसैन को सिर्फ एक ही प्रोग्राम पसंद था तो उसने सिर्फ एक ही ऑप्शन दी थी, उसने बाकी अपने 2 कार्ड्स प्ले नहीं किए थे. डार्ट स्कॉलरशिप में एक और बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट बात है कि आपको 1 साल पहले अप्लाई करना पड़ता है. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आपने विदाउट स्कॉलरशिप अप्लाई करना है तो आप अभी 2020 में अप्लाई करेंगे अक्टूबर के इनटेक के लिए, अक्टूबर 2020 की इनटेक के लिए. लेकिन इफ यू वांट टू अप्लाई फॉर अ डार्ट स्कॉलरशिप तो अभी जो आप अप्लाई करेंगे 2020 में वो आप एक्चुअली 2021 की इनटेक के लिए अप्लाई करेंगे. सो आपको 1 साल पहले अप्लाई करना पड़ता है. उसके लिए आपके 2 years का एक्सपीरियंस एज हुसैन सेड डेफिनेटली रिक्वायर्ड होता है. और I think these are some of the major requirements for that. Or yes, wow, definitely. Again, I would like to say that the people having less GPA, they are in the game, and they can definitely take advantage. I mean, I'm the example in front of them. So yeah, that's all, and I would like to hand over to Hussein Kamran for further explanation.
थैंक यू अब्दुल्ला. जैसे अभी अब्दुल्ला ने आपको बताया है कि जो डार्ट की स्कॉलरशिप है वो बहुत जेनरस है, और मैं भी यही समझता हूँ कि ये सबसे ज़्यादा प्रेस्टिजियस है क्योंकि फंडिंग बहुत जेनरस है. इसके अलावा बहुत सारे लोगों का मसला ये होता है कि वो कहते हैं जी हमारी फैमिली है और फैमिली की वजह से हम अपना मास्टर्स या अपनी पीएचडी परसू नहीं कर सकते. प्रॉबेबली वो शादीशुदा होते हैं, उनके बच्चे होते हैं. तो डार्ट इस लिहाज से बेहतर है कि अगर आपकी शादी है या शादी होने वाली है तो आप जो है ये स्कॉलरशिप ले सकते हैं. और उसके बाद अगर आपकी शादी हो जाती है और आपके बच्चे हैं तो आपको उनका अलहदा से फंडिंग मिलती है, आपको आपकी वाइफ की फंडिंग अलहदा मिलती है, और जितने फिर आपके बच्चे होते हैं उस लिहाज से आपकी फंडिंग बच्चों के लिए मल्टीप्लाई होती रहती है. मतलब द मोर द चिल्ड्रन यू हैव द मोर द मनी यू विल गेट. और जिस तरह अब्दुल्ला ने आपको बताया कि अगर आप एम्बेसी में जाते हैं तो अगर आप स्कॉलरशिप के बगैर जा रहे हैं, डार्ट स्कॉलरशिप के बगैर, तो वेटिंग पीरियड जो अभी चल रहा है, स्टूडेंट्स जो मास्टर्स के अप्लाई करते हैं उनके पास एडमिशन लेटर हो उसके बाद आपको 1-1.5 साल वेट करना पड़ता है अपनी अपॉइंटमेंट आने का. मतलब अगर आप आज अपॉइंटमेंट अप्लाई करेंगे तो प्रॉबेबली आपको नेक्स्ट ईयर जून जुलाई में जाके अपॉइंटमेंट की कॉल आएगी कि अब आप वीजे के लिए इंटरव्यू देने आ जाए. अगर आप DAAD स्कॉलर्स हैं तो आपको अपॉइंटमेंट की जरूरत नहीं है, आप सीधा जाके अपना इंटरव्यू दे सकते हैं जर्मनी के वीजे के लिए. आपको यहाँ पे बेनिफिट है. अब्दुल्ला ने आइल्स के बारे में बताया कि 6.5 रिक्वायर्ड है, 7 टू बी ऑन सेफ साइड, बट स्टिल देयर आर कोर्सेज जहाँ पे आपको आइल्स नहीं चाहिए. आप जो है सिर्फ अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी जो जहाँ से बैचलर्स किया है वहाँ से एक लेटर ले लें कि आपने जो कोर्स पढ़ा है वो इंग्लिश में था, ये काफ़ी होगा वहाँ पे. इसके अलावा मैं स्क्रीन शेयर करना चाहूँगा. अब्दुल्ला, काइंडली आप मुझे होस्ट वापस कर दें
Just a second.
from the participant list, and then you can go to
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
And
yeah. I
yeah,
did it.
yeah, I think now you can see the screen from my side, right?
Yes.
Abdullah, you can see the
Yes. Yes.
screen?
Yes, Sam. We can
Yes,
see.
yes, definitely. Yes, I can
We
see that.
can. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, this is the main website of the DAAD, which Abdullah was talking about. Here you need to find the scholarships. Here you can put your filters, what is your course you want to study, what language you want to take, and you want to study PhD or anything. you can choose from here. And now I will change it to the EPUS program, and this is for now you can see the list of courses on my side. Yeah, can you see that list on your screen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is the list of DAAD EPOS program. These are the courses that are offered for the year 2021. Here you can see that they have the courses on the economic science and MBA. Then they have development cooperation courses. Then there is the engineering related courses. And in the engineering related courses and in the regional and urban planning courses, all the courses are related to the environmental engineering, like hydro science and engineering, master of engineering in energy and environmental management, water resources environmental management. These all the courses are somehow related to the environmental engineering. And now there are other courses on the nature and environmental sciences, like environmental governance, landscape ecology and nature conservation, renewable energy management, integration water resource management, environment and resources management. These are the courses that are offered, and most of the courses are in English. And what is further benefits of having DAAD is like they will call you in Germany before 2 months before the start of your study. You will be here, you will learn German. They will help you in learning German, and they will also provide you the health insurance for the whole time of your stay in Germany. They will also provide health insurance of your family if you are having some immediate family members like your wife or your children. They will provide you the insurance for them. And as Abdullah already said, if you are having accommodation and it's expensive and you can't afford it, you will get the subsidy for the monthly rent. That will be a monthly subsidy. They will be paying you a subsidy for your monthly rent, and then you can afford your apartment that may be expensive than your scholarship. So there is a lot of opportunities under the umbrella of the DAAD scholarship for the PhD holders. And for those who have ambitions to pursue their MSc in Europe, they can come here and they can study. And again, some of you will think that there is a language barrier, not in the studies, but in the daily life or in the social circle. Yes, there is a language barrier, but it doesn't play a role because most of the people can understand English, they can speak good English. So you will have no issue while talking or communicating with them. And now I think we can take up the questions. If someone have some specific questions,
Uh,
they can ask.
Thank you, Abdullah and Hassan, for such a detailed talk on this DAAD scholarship, and it's quite a valuable opportunity for our attendees to listening to two environmentalists or environmental engineer rather I'll say, and ये बिल्कुल जिस तरह से sort of customized way में जाके guidance इनको प्रोवाइड हो रही है. सो इट्स रियली सॉर्ट ऑफ, और फिर जिस तरह से सीनियर्स माशाल्लाह इनके